Hello, class. My name is Timothy Maynard. This is my video slash presentation for EBSP 505 about why I have chosen to study wildlife management. Um, and to be frank, I'm already in the wildlife management field, and I am choosing to take these classes and this class in particular to help broaden my um, knowledge base and my experience in wildlife management. What I do right now is kind of specialized, and I want to learn a little bit more about the greater field of wildlife management. So here's just a couple things about me and what I'm currently doing, what I hope to get out of this class, and why I enjoy this field so much. Um, so I always think about what is wildlife management, especially when I'm talking to the public or dealing with people like yourselves. And I always like to use this cool quote from Jim Knight from Montana State University. Wildlife management is an art and it's a science, and we use that to help us reach goals by manipulating and maintaining wildlife habitats and populations. And where there's an absence of predators, especially in my job, within a population range, wildlife managers like myself step in and take their place. Just a little bit about me. My current role is that I'm a wildlife program manager too for Howard County Recreation and Parks. It's a small county in central Maryland. I manage a variety of wildlife, but mostly my focus is on the overabundant deer population that plagues our county. But I also handle other stuff like goose management, beaver management, other assorted wildlife as needed. So this class really does tie into what I do, and I'm hoping to pull a lot more out of it and help expand my horizons inside the field of wildlife management. Just a little bit more about white-tailed deer, which is something that I work exclusively on, and is a huge problem in my county. And I'm hoping that out of this class that I can learn to help better control this population and deal with people in my job. Just a little bit on the screen about why there's such a problem, and uh, you know I'll go into some of the things that we're doing about it currently. But why I love wildlife management, specifically, I love deer management, which is what I'm doing. It's a complex environmental problems, and we get to have a good time by trying to solve these problems. I work with a variety of stakeholders, which is really cool. I get to meet all kinds of different people, what their angles are in regards to wildlife management, and more specifically deer management or any species for that matter. So it's really cool to get out and meet these variety of people and see what they have to say about these problems and where they're coming from. I also really love this field because it gives you the opportunity to teach and pass on skills that you may have to other people um, that they may have no idea about. So I get to teach constantly in my job, and I'm hoping that this class helps me expand that knowledge base and pass more stuff on to the next generation of wildlife managers, or environmental managers, or anybody for that matter. Um, as I'm sure many of you take this class, is working outside. And something is always new. I get to work outside a lot, uh, whether it's doing enclosure studies or actually managing wildlife from a deer stand. Just being outside is a great part of this career field. And then the people you work with, these are most of the people I work with are extremely like-minded, just like me. They have a passion for the outdoors. They have a passion for wildlife and the environment, and I just very much enjoy the people that I work with. And a couple of fun things I just wanted to share about things I've done or things I'm doing. I've done everything from fisheries management for the state, sharpshoot operations for managing the deer population. I was in the Coast Guard for 9 years. I did a ton of fisheries management exclusively or mostly around the lobster population. the picture of the deer on this page is actually one of the parks that I work in. As you can see, we have a real problem with the deer in there. Um, and really, I got my basis in wanting to study wildlife management when I was in the Coast Guard, when I was doing fisheries enforcement work. I just loved the work. I loved interacting with the people, seeing all the animals, seeing all the creatures. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this semester and learning from all of you in this class.